Welcome back everyone, to episode 8 of Baggers Podcast 24. I'm your host, Carlton Blues 24, and you are...
Louis from the Perth Blue Baggers pod.
Just jump straight into it. Obviously, a disappointing loss. We've done it again, 2022. But thanks to this team in particular...
Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. I was standing you were there to worlds colliding, and they never tear us apart. Dun,
Well-
dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. That'll do us.
I will do a... Honestly, obviously not listening to this, but Port... Thank you. Just
Thank you very much.
from every Carlton fan out there, thank you.
Thank you.
You have well and truly saved us.
Thank you for saving us from utter humiliation.
Humiliation, all right, especially living in the W.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. Tell me about it. All my cocky Freo friends saying, "Oh, you guys have let us get into finals. Like, you still have to win, mate." And guess what they did? They had it all in their hands and they choked.
It was that last quarter. It was just like us. Just like our life. I do not know really what to sum up with that last quarter, but I'll start us off with our review. It's our fourth quarter effort. It's our fourth. It's playing 4 quarters. We don't know how to do it.
No.
And it hurts. Like it stings. Not about that. Like it really. It just. I don't really know what to sum up with that one. I mean, we were so happy last week, and then happened to us again, that 2022 repeat. But there are some positives. There are some negatives. I'll start off with the good news. I want to just mention our debutants. I think we have, not really debutants, but our newest players. I reckon we've definitely found a player in Cooper Lord. He is.
Yep.
He's honestly not obviously carrying our midfield, but he's maybe the missing piece that we've been looking for that little while. His tackling pressure is elite. He's like a George Hewitt, just knuckling down in the mids, helping out Cripper, Hewitt, Walsh. Walsh is back. Look out for him. Look out, because we can be back. Potential inclusions, which we will get into next week when we do our preview.
Yeah.
But for everyone out there that is supporting a different team, look out, because we're coming for that premiership, and we are the only team competing for 17, the Sweet 17.
Yeah.
We do it. Can we do it? I think we can.
Flaggers 2024 is still on, much to my
it's still...
I was very afraid that that might not have occurred yesterday. Isn't it funny how our moods all changed as soon as Freo lost, Port won. Cannot believe it. I felt like we've won, and it's
straight.
Yeah.
Straight. He, whether it's a loss, whether it's a win, he cheers you up. That man just cheers you up, like casually. He's such a nice bloke. Just Yeah, and I'll get into some negatives where I thought our inside 50s were just absolutely atrocious. Like, we obviously have no height there, but they could at least lower the eyes knowing that St Kilda two key defenders. Brody Kemp was struggling all day. Who was all right? I don't even know. Corey Durden could hardly move his shoulder. It's our forward line that just really kicked us in the arse.
Yeah, it did.
But
Yeah.
over to you for your review, because we were talking behind the scenes and you had some very, very good points. So I'll hand it over to you and off me.
Yeah. So obviously, if we had kicked, made the most of our opportunities early on, the best type of pressure is scoreboard pressure. More than tackling, more than pressure acts, more than just crowd. If you put goals and mostly on above the opposition scoreboard, they're going to be feeling it. So that's obviously a problem. We got but obviously we struggled without key forward targets, like you said. Also, our only managed a pair of behinds early on in the last term and conceded a late goal from a defensive stoppage, which sounds very similar to when Nick Dacos ran through. Very similar to stupid Jamie Elliott. Yeah, it's all deja vu, but luckily results finally went our way this weekend. It also suggests our issues with maintaining composure and executing effectively under pressure in critical moments. And then we get into the major problem. One thing I've picked up from this season is our inability to close out games when it's in the balance. So, buckle in. From round 23 last year to round 1 this year, we won 6 consecutive games by 6 points or less, which was a record we've never seen before. Since then, however, round 5 versus Adelaide, Sam Berry kicks the winner with less than a minute remaining. We had a chance to seal it with Owies, but couldn't get the job down. Crows win by 2.
Yep.
Round 8 versus Collingwood, scores level with little over a minute to go. Nick Dacos breaks out of the stoppage and kicks a winner. Pies win by 6. Round 9 versus Melbourne. We might have won this one, but it still wasn't that convincing. The D stormed home with almost won it, and we led all game. So, and they're not playing finals. We win by a point. Round 20 versus Collingwood. Blues storm back into it after trailing all game. Have a chance to win it on the siren, but can't make the moment. Pies win by 2. Round 24 versus St Kilda. We know how that went. So then in finals, we have to be getting these clutch moments right. We did it last year. We need to win it in the dying stages. And if we did that, we would have been in the top 4 too this season, I reckon. It's all about fine margins.
Yeah, I mean, just going to a positive area, because we can't have all negatives. I mean, when you look in opening rounds, that was probably the Brisbane game and the Freo game was probably our best efforts this year. Like, we saw our best 22 in basically both their matches. Like, obviously not Doc in or a few other players. Yeah, they get what I mean. Can't wait to see Sauce next year. Looks like he's been tearing it up. But yeah, I mean, as you said, it is getting frustrating from a Carlton fan point of view with close games because we choke so hard.
Yeah, And well, it's funny. They were calling us the next Collingwood, closing out games properly. Look at that. That's why you don't go early on these things. Whole different season. Yeah, wait till you judge it at the end of the season, please, commentators. Honestly, and then I'm getting really pissed off with the commentary lately. Trying to find any sort of media coverage they can by, framing Harry Mackay as a potential trade for Christian Petrarca, as if we're going to trade him. And then luckily Harry Mackay's management went out and said he's not getting traded and not moving to Melbourne. So that was good and a bit of a relief there. But what nonsense, honestly.
The commentators have been just piss weak. Like they could at least something in the game at least to talk about instead of all this other crap that they find whenever a player touches the ball. Oh yeah, he's through whatever it is.
Friday night.
Yeah,
honestly.
It's an
Nick Dacos free votes. Nick Dacos gets the ball. Oh my god, he kicked a goal. We've never seen that before. Honestly.
It's glazing.
Yeah, for real.
We will
anyway
move on to. Well, I've got a special to make. So we've been doing this podcast for 8 weeks now. I wasn't sure it was right to talk about it, but we have a surprise guest coming on episode 10. We're not sure what the episode will be about. It'll either be about a review against Brisbane, or it will be a season review with this certain person. Can't tell you.
Hang on, it could be a semi-final preview.
Could be a semi-final preview.
Yeah.
But for now, what I have worked out is I've worked out a few things. And now we're going to get into a finals prediction. I've seen these all over Insta. So I'm going to quickly do one. Do you want to join doing a ladder
sure.
prediction? All right, I'll start us off. My smoky at the start of the year was actually Hawthorn to make the 8. So, let's get straight into it, shall we?
Yeah. So we're going through every game and saying who's going to win.
Yeah. So our first qualifying final, say Sydney Derby, with Sydney taking on GWS.
Sydney.
You'd think. I'm going to lock in Sydney to win by, let's go 13 points.
Okay.
What do you reckon with the Sydney version?
Sydney by 8. Yeah.
Ooh. And then a second qualifying final. This game, man. Port Adelaide versus Geelong.
Give it to Port Adelaide at home.
Yep, just because Port helped us out in outside. Just the relief. The first official elimination final. Brisbane Lions taking on our Carlton Blues.
Give it to us, please. Don't care about the. Do it for the sake of this flag. It's 2024.
Giving it to us. But this one, I'm backing Hawthorn to beat the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah, same.
Semi-final number 1 sees the Giants playing Carlton at the SCG.
Oh, will it be the SCG, not Showgrounds?
Not
Showgrounds. Will it be?
No, it'll be SCG.
Okay. Well, then it will be even more of a neutral venue for both teams, and I generally think with our full team we can beat the GWS Giants.
I'm backing us in.
Yeah.
And then we got the big rivals, Geelong versus Hawthorn. I think I'm back in Geelong.
I don't think they can deal with their offense.
Yeah.
Hawks. So I'm going to give it to the Hawks.
You're going to give it to the Hawks?
Yeah.
I've given mine to Geelong, but I'm happy to dip in the Hawks.
Yeah.
Sydney versus Hawthorn.
Yeah, sorry, Hawks.
Oh, sorry, Hawks supporters. You had a good run. Like a really good run.
Very similar to us last year.
Port Adelaide. Carlton.
No. Had to come to it, didn't it?
Oh,
we have to.
I got to give it to Port.
Oh, no. Give it to Carlton, and then we beat Sydney at the MCG.
CG.
We're dreamers.
Carlton Football Club. We're the green for.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Awesome. But we have got one more subject to go over really quickly.
Yep.
We introduced this maybe 4 weeks ago.
What about player analysis? Sorry.
We do our top 5, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it if you need.
Okay, I'm on. Yeah, okay, I can just name mine. I can't really
That's okay. Yeah, go for it.
name mine. So I got Newman 5 votes. Walsh
Okay.
4. Cripps 3 votes. Ooh, now it gets tricky.
Yeah.
Akers 2 votes.
Okay.
And Ollie Collins for the second week in a row 1 vote.
Okay.
All right, over to you.
5 votes. Patrick Cripps. Warrior all day. Left it all out there trying to get our team over the line. Surely another 3 votes for the skip. Brownlow votes. So he had 30 disposals, 18 contested possessions, 4 marks, 9 tackles, 5 score involvements, 20 pressure acts, 8 clearances. And let's 12 disposals in the third quarter, which is really where he started to dominate. So that's why I gave it to him, because of his impact. Nick Newman, 4 votes. He was superb all game, and he was exceptional in the back line with 17 marks and ran all day with 638 metres gained. He had 35 disposals, 7 intercepts, 5 score involvements, 1 goal assists, 6 inside 50s, and 5 rebound 50s. So he also was a bit offensive as well. Then we had George Hewitt for 3 votes. Once again, George alongside Paddy Cripps, who yet again put another massive game with his clearance work. So his clearance work was pretty impressive. He had 32 disposals, 6 marks, 6 tackles, 4 score involvements, 1 goal, 27 pressure acts, 488 metres gained, and 9 inside 50s. 2 votes, Sam Walsh. He was the number 1 rated player on the ground. He had an impressive display. He really stepped up yesterday after some bad form, which I think sort of emulated our team's performance. So he had 34 disposals, 9 clearances, 32 disposals, 16 contested possessions, 4 marks, 8 tackles, 4 intercepts, 7 score involvements, 2 goal assists, 23 pressure acts, 9 clearances, and 13 ground balls. Exceptional from him. 1 vote for Adam Sard. He came back from a hamstring injury and he did not look out of place in the backline at all. His ball use all game was exceptional at 95% disposal efficiency, and he didn't miss a target. 21 disposals, 9 intercepts, 4 rebound 50s, 4 1%ers, and 8 ground balls.
I'm here. Sorry, I got a phone call and it stuffed up my whole
No.
entire.
Okay, all good. Just went through my votes, so let's get into the questions.
Alrighty, off to some fan questions. Will we win? Oh, we will win against Brisbane from Cheffers Honham. Thank you for your
Yes.
question. I know you have you've asked the question before. Thank you for your support on the podcast. And yes, I think we will win against Brisbane.
Yep. Our
Another
star power will match theirs. We'll get over the
Yep.
line, just like we did in opening round.
Yep, indeed. All right. Second question from NRL_boys. Dream guest on your podcast. You want to go first?
Oh, dream guest. Oh, Patrick Cripps.
Imagine we get Cripper on.
Want to see his personality, what he's got to say about the team, why he's stood tall for so many years, all that. Very good role model in my life. Yeah.
I'm going to go one non-playing player and one player. My player would be Sam Doherty.
Yeah.
There's so many words. The top one comes as, and the second one probably be Dan Gorringe.
Oh yeah, it would be pretty funny to interview.
Would be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love Dan Gorringe in there. It's pretty good.
Yeah. That does sum up the rest of our podcast. If you have anything else to say.
Nope. We'll be back next week with the preview.
We will indeed. Thank you all for listening. Oh, hang on. Wait. Might need citizen arrest. I've gone too early here.
Oh.
Has asked the question, thoughts on Voss citizen arrest?
Huh.
Now, this was
yes.
good on you, Vossi. I think it is absolutely unreal. That man would have 100%. The guy that he tackled would have 100% come off second best. That would have hurt like there's no bloody tomorrow. Holy hell.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, cool. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Vossi. You've helped our fellow citizens in Melbourne out. It's pretty funny. Sammy Walshy was there with 4 other Carlton players and they had no idea what was going on. They were absolutely clueless why all this is going ahead. And yeah. Thank you all for listening. I'm your host, Carlton Blues 24, and you are?
Louis from the Perth Blue Baggers pod.
Righto. Thank you all again. Have an amazing night. And that wasn't meant to happen. Good night. See you all next
Up Baggers.
Baggers.